Now on Fast Track News, Purdue students continue to struggle finding off-campus housing, with some having to sign leases over a year in advance.
Plus, with the total solar eclipse expected in April, what events does Purdue have planned for students to attend?
Purdue men's basketball took home the victory against IU last Saturday, with Zach Edey taking home a victory of his own. All your campus news, weather, and sports is straight ahead. This is Fast Track News. Happy Friday, Boilermakers. I'm Yumi Colombo.
And I'm Jimmy Sebeski. It's Friday, February 16th. Here's a look at your campus news for the week. With demand soaring and availability dwindling, students are facing a tough battle to secure a place to live. Reporter Joyce Duan has talked to students and gathered tips from Purdue Off-Campus Student Service Associate Director Ashley Darnell to help navigate the situation.
With the release of Tippecanoe County Student Rental Report in December 2023, it was revealed that over 31,000 students were living off campus, a number that continued to climb as more freshmen flood into Purdue each year. But what does this mean for more incoming freshmen, and how does current students coping with house shortage? Fast Track spoke with Purdue student Jaden Ham about her experience on housing searching.
It's a little hard just with some of the housing on campus being so expensive and having such a limited time, but overall it's not too incredibly hard, especially since I have a car and planning on bringing it next year. I know that if need be, I can always just drive.
With housing demand on the rise, we also spoke to several Purdue students about the challenges they are facing.
So I'm going through the same rental company, Misner. It was Basham. It got bought out. So it was like right when I got to campus, I started looking for like better places, but nothing was available.
Are you happy about the rate of your housing right now?
Not really. Like I live in a sub 600 square foot apartment right now, and I'm paying like $700. So it's not really worth like what I'm paying.
So I have a dog, so yes, it was hard. I had to do a lot of digging and trying to figure out where allows my dog.
Despite the challenges, Purdue University is stepping up efforts to assist students in their housing search. Ashley Darnell offered insights into the current housing situation and provided tips for students. He shared that companies are over 75% pre-lease for August. He suggests students to start their housing search as soon as possible. Procrastination could leave students with limited options or facing higher rental costs.
Reporting for Fast Track News, I'm Joyce Duane.
For more housing issues, students are encouraged to utilize resources such as offcampushousing.purdue.edu or reach out to the office at offcampushousing@purdue.edu for assistance.
We are halfway through the month of February. What weather can we expect as the month wraps up?
Meteorologist Julia Prickett is here with the first look at the forecast.
So for the first half of February, we got a nice taste of spring, having temperatures anywhere from the 50s to even the mid-60s last week, peaking at 66 degrees. But for today, we're right back where we should be for this time of the year, especially mid-February. So here on Purdue's campus here in West Lafayette, high of 33 degrees for today with a low of 28. Have the winds coming anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northwest, but for today, we have a nice chance of snow rain mixes anywhere from this morning and into our afternoon hours as well. So for your hourly planner, heading out the door today, 30 degrees by noon. We'll stay pretty consistent in temperatures overall, really leveling out in the mid-30s, 31 degrees by 6 p.m. Snow chances continue to work in, but they'll quickly also move out, pushing east for the rest of the day. Overnight hours will level off in the upper 20s, and those winds coming out of the west-northwest anywhere from 8 to 10 miles per hour. So here's our GFS. This is what we're showing for today. Here's this nice clipper system pushing its way through, a low pressure system staying out in front of us that will give a nice warm up for the East Coast. But here back at home, here's that system. Potentially central Indiana is going to get the most snow overall. Here back in West Lafayette, anywhere accumulation from a half to an inch is very possible. But again, this is very quickly moving out of the area as it continues to push its way east. But again, heading out the door, flurries are very likely for Friday overall, so make sure to bundle up as you're headed out for your Friday plans. Coming up in my full forecast, we'll talk about the rest of your weekend, plus when will we see a warm up in temperatures, coming up in just a few minutes.
Bruno's announced they were closing their doors last week with their closing night last Wednesday, February 7th. The following morning, work began on taking down the restaurant's beloved memorabilia, which spanned decades of West Lafayette and Purdue history. Co-owners Orlando Iton, Bruno Jr., and Tina announced they would be selling many of the items they kept in their Big O's sports room collection. However, prized items such as Orlando's ring collection will be going with him. Orlando plans to donate some of his collection, like his Swiss artifacts that were donated to a Swiss Heritage Museum in Wisconsin, as well as memorabilia from local high school players being donated to the West Lafayette Public Library. Any other memorabilia given to him have been offered back to their original owners. Anything that remains will be put on sale at the restaurant on February 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Around 3 p.m. April 8th, Indiana will experience a total solar eclipse, plunging the sky into darkness for over 3 minutes. This is the first total eclipse to be visible in Indiana in 819 years and is the only total eclipse to occur until 2044. Purdue has several events for students to attend, including a viewing event hosted at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Purdue will also host a viewing event here on campus at 1:45 p.m. at the Engineering Fountain for those who can't attend the Indianapolis one. 1,000 pairs of viewing glasses will be handed out, first come, first serve, to allow students a safe viewing experience. They will also host a Think panel discussion on Wednesday, April 3rd at 5:15 p.m. in Honors Hall to talk about multiple perspectives on the total solar eclipse and answer questions. More information can be found on Purdue's website under Total Solar Eclipse. Do you know someone who exemplifies resilience in the face of adversity? Applications for the 2024 Tyler Trent Courage and Resilience Award have officially opened. Undergraduate students at Purdue University West Lafayette have the opportunity to apply for the award. Both self-nominations and nominations from faculty or staff are welcome. Recipients will be selected by Purdue University President Mung Chiang. The deadline for applications is February 23rd, 2024.
Next, the College of Liberal Arts is gearing up for their Love Liberal Arts Week.
And still to come, a Purdue alumna broke a world record this week in New York. Stay tuned for more Fast Track news.
Imagine a world where Olympics and Paralympics are unified as one, and where all athletes at all levels have equal opportunities to play and perform at their full potential.
Athletics has been such an influential and transformative aspect of my life. So to me, RISE is about ensuring that every person that has the desire to participate in sport has the opportunity to do so.
This organization is about recognition. We believe in recognizing excellence where it is found, especially in Paralympic sports.
RISE is about driving change in our community and beyond. We hope that through our events and initiatives, we can galvanize people for our cause and inspire them to create an ever-growing network to help achieve our mission.
It's about connecting people of various backgrounds and who truly care about creating meaningful change together.
We develop projects and hold events to bring people together at the interface of inclusivity, sports, and engineering.
Our goal is to promote the equality of all sports and to improve sports performance and accessibility.
Join us so that you can have a major contribution in creating meaningful change.
Are you looking for a new hobby?
Or you want to have a fun evening with your friends?
Then come climb to new heights at the Co-Rec Climbing Wall.
An annual celebration, Love Liberal Arts, brings together students, faculty, staff, alumni, and supporters of the college.
Throughout the week, it celebrates the essence of the liberal arts college. Post-it notes cover the walls of Beering with why students love the college. The Liberal Arts Career Center has invited students to participate in various activities and giveaways. When discussing the importance of celebrating liberal arts, Purdue student Jack Barden said that the College of Liberal Arts has various perks and resources available to students.
The connections that Purdue has and the reputation, you're able to grow, your experience and your degree and understanding to, sky's the limit, basically.
Events will be held through this afternoon, and the Liberal Arts Career Center will hold a celebration in the Beering lobby from 2 to 3 p.m. today.
And there's even more love in the air all across campus. Various university and student-led organizations have been tabling this week for Valentine's Day. This includes sororities like Sigma Lambda Gamma, who are in the Stewart Center this week selling Valentine's-themed gift bags for a fundraiser. Other organizations have been set up in various places like the Union, Memorial Lawn, and 3rd Street. Be sure to check them out and support your fellow campus organization. Purdue has been recognized as a top producer for Fulbright Scholars for the 3rd year in a row. The Fulbright Scholars Program is a highly acclaimed international academic exchange that allows citizens to teach, research, and perform professional projects abroad.
Patrick Wolf, Purdue Provost and Executive Vice President for the Academic Affairs and Diversity, said, "We take great pride in making this list again, but we're equally proud of the outstanding teaching and research conducted by those who were selected." This is the 4th time Purdue has made the list since it began in 2009. This year, Purdue is home to 8 Fulbright Scholars spanning 6 different programs. This year is a tie for the largest number of faculty awardees in a single year at Purdue since 2021.
Coming up on Fast Track News, we'll talk about my weekend outlook and potentially how we could see an increase in temperatures. Plus, at the end of next week, will we finally see those spring temperatures and days again? I'll break it all down coming up after this quick break.
What does it take to be a Purdue tour guide? You've got to know your history. You have to know your facts. You've got to have that Purdue spirit. And you have to walk backwards.
Hi there, my name is Vikram Jaithlak and I'm the founder and president of the Purdue chapter of the University Blood Initiative. Over the past 2 years, we've been able to collect over 300 pints of blood to be donated to local hospitals, and you can be the next one to help out.
I donate my blood at the University Blood Initiative.
Hi, I just donated blood through the University Blood Initiative.
Hi, I just donated blood through the University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
Right, I donated my blood through the University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
And I donated my blood at University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
So I am the president of the ski club. I'm pretty decent at skiing, I would say, but I still am cautious and reserved when I ski. And Copper, one of the other officers, was like, "We're hitting this today. The last day, we're gonna do it, and you're gonna come up with me." He really convinced me, and we got to the top of the lift, and as we were going up the lift was literally like this. Then we get to the top, and I was angry. We're looking over this ridge and you can't see where the hill goes. You're looking over the edge and you don't see anything. Once I got over that little ridge and I was able to kind of see where I was going, once I got to the bottom, it was like a great accomplishment. If you want to have the time of your life, definitely check out Purdue Ski and Snowboard Club.
Welcome back. Heading out the door today, definitely seeing a lot of snow chances overall, maybe some flurries, but today here on Purdue's campus in West Lafayette, we're seeing a high of 33 degrees with a low of 28. Winds coming out of the northwest anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour, and we're seeing those snow rain chances really all throughout the day today and into our evening hours as well. So here's your hourly forecast. Noon right now, 30 degrees. We'll level off in the mid-30s overall, about 31 being our high for the day, unfortunately. But as you can see, 31 degrees for 6 p.m. Consistent snow chances from now until our evening time. Clouds will start to increase again by our overnight hours, 28 degrees by 9, and then by midnight into our overnight hours for Saturday, we'll level off in the upper 20s. So here's our local forecast. GFS really showing this system continuing to push through, low pressure staying out in front, giving our East Coast a nice warm up. But here back in the state, here comes this snow accumulation that's really starting to push through. Central and southern Indiana mostly going to get hit the most. Back here at home, accumulation anywhere from a half to an inch is what models are showing, but this is a very quickly moving system. It'll impact us this afternoon and into our evening hours, but as it continues to push out, we'll stay clear for our overnight hours and into Saturday. So here's your temperature outlook for Friday. As you can see here in Lafayette, temperatures really not moving a whole bunch, staying in the upper 20s and low 30s. So those low temperatures is what's giving us that snowfall to really build up to give us about a half to an inch for Friday. But for your weekend outlook, a little bit of a better story. Again, for today, 33 degrees being your high. Saturday will cool off a little bit with a high pressure system starting to move in, but we'll see mostly sunny skies overall. 30 degrees our high with a low of 20. And then Sunday, when our Purdue Boilermakers head to Ohio State to take on the Buckeyes, a high of 40 degrees for Sunday with a low of 23. So if you're headed out the door for your basketball plans on Sunday, make sure to bundle up as you head out to watch the Boilermakers hopefully get a win. So for your future cast, this is for the rest of Friday and into Saturday morning. Here's that low pressure system continuing to push its way out. I mentioned this once, but again, it's giving a nice warm up to our east coast, a nice rain chances over in our east as well. But here back at home, snow chances continue to push their way through, but it's a very quickly moving system. High pressure out to our west, keeping us dry over here for the most part, pushing its way in. And then come Saturday night and into early Monday morning for our future cast, we'll stay dry, pretty much clear overall with that high pressure system continuing to move in. And then with that high pressure system, we'll see an increase in temperatures as well. Now, these temperatures are relatively chilly, but they're normal for this time of the year. But look no further, we'll get another taste of spring come in the next couple of days. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook for National Weather Service telling us we'll pretty much be above temperature overall across the entire central part of the United States. Really the only places sitting near normal is southern Florida and then out to our west coast, and then Southern California below temperatures right now. But luckily back here in Indiana, a good story for us as we'll increase in temperatures come next week. So for Friday, again, 33 degrees being your high for today. Saturday and Sunday, pretty consistent story overall as we have that high pressure system moving in, keeping us dry, clear, and start to see a warm up as well. Saturday, 30 degrees being your high. Chilly start with lows in the 20s, but will increase in temperatures with some sunshine as well. Come Sunday, when Purdue takes on Ohio State, high of 40 degrees with a low of 23. Moving into next week though, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll start to see an increase in temperature. 47 degrees for Monday, a breezy start, wind gusts anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour, but 47 being our high with lows in the mid 30s. Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday, consistent story overall, highs in the mid 50s and then lows in the mid 30s for Tuesday, mid 40s for Wednesday, and then we'll round out next week with highs in the 50s with lows in the 40s and an increase in cloud coverage.
Just ahead, what you need to know about Purdue's win over our favorite team to beat. A former Boiler football player's success in the Super Bowl. And with spring around the corner, baseball is too. I'm Ellie Akra. Don't go away. Sports is on deck.
Creeping up from the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens, got will, got...
Purdue students celebrated an easy win over the IU men's basketball team this weekend in a very Hoosier way, with nothing other than fried chicken. So much fried chicken, in fact, that Slim Chickens ran out of buns. But how did we get to that sweet Boilermaker win? Fast Track sports reporter Alex Kuban has the story.
Mackey Arena was filled to the roof for another rendition of the classic Purdue-IU rivalry. The game started with Indiana making 4 of their first 5 attempts from the field, but Purdue kept it close despite an 0-of-7 start from 3. With the score as close as 20-18, 13 minutes into the game, Braden Smith and the Boilers engineered a 15-1 run to give Purdue a comfortable 12-point advantage heading into the break. The crowd also helped out, as they went wild when Indiana's Trey Galloway missed back-to-back free throws, winning free chicken sandwiches for the whole arena. The second half was all Boilers, as the game was never in doubt the rest of the way for Purdue. Purdue let it rain from 3 in the second half, continuing to grow their lead as they played lockdown defense. After the cold 0-7 start from 3, Purdue finished the game making 8 of their last 13. Soon-to-be two-time National Player of the Year, Zach Edey, thought he would get in on the action as well. Behind Braden Smith and Zach Edey's 45 combined points, Purdue fans were treated to a comfortable 79-59 win.
Edey's first collegiate three capped off a 20-point win, the second one of the year for Purdue over Indiana. Purdue now has a 2.5-game lead in the Big Ten race. Our next game comes on Sunday against Ohio State. For Fast Track News, I'm Alex Kuban.
Following that win, Purdue coach Matt Painter is now 21-12 against Indiana as Purdue's coach. Purdue looks to continue their dominant season on Sunday against Ohio State in Columbus. Former Purdue defensive end George Karlaftis finished his second season in the NFL as a back-to-back Super Bowl champion. Karlaftis was drafted to the Chiefs in April 2022 and immediately jumped into the starting lineup. Last season, he won a Super Bowl in his first year, and this season, he was able to go 2 for 2, winning his second straight Super Bowl. In addition to being a 2-time Super Bowl champ, Karlaftis made a huge impact on the game with 5 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, a half sack, and a recovered fumble. Safe to say that this former Purdue great is set to have a successful career in the NFL. The Purdue men's golf team finished up their first tournament of the spring season on Tuesday. The Boilermakers finished 7th in the Puerto Rico Classic this week and first out of the 5 Big Ten teams in the field. The Boilermaker highlight was a first-place finish from Nels Certani. Certani tied with Virginia's Brian Lee, both of them finishing 15 strokes under par. This marks Certani's first event win as a Boilermaker and surged him up 287 spots in the men's national rankings. He now sits at 176 in the country. The men's golf team is not back in action until March 24th, but the women's team hits the course this Sunday and Monday in sunny Sarasota, Florida. The Purdue men's wrestling senior night is taking place tonight at 7 p.m. in the Holloway Gymnasium against Illinois. 7 Purdue seniors will be honored after the game, including Mitch Hutmacher, Trey Cruz, Michael Lavelle, Christian Navita, Cooper Noer, McCartney Parkinson, and Marcos Polanco. Last time the Boilermakers matched up against the Fighting Illini last season, they won 25-13. We wish them luck tonight. Purdue alumna Devin Charlton set a new world record this week at the Millrose Games, one of the world's most prestigious indoor track meets in New York. Entering the hurdles race, Charlton held 4 Purdue records and was an 11-time Big Ten champion. After Sunday, Charlton was able to add a world record to her impressive list of accolades, winning the 60-meter hurdles with a time of 7.67 seconds. Charlton is the first Purdue alum to set a track and field world record since Ray Urey at the 1904 Olympic Games. Over the weekend, Purdue baseball kicked off the start of their 2024 season with the annual Baseball Fan Fest. Purdue baseball started hosting the event back in 2018. The event took place last Sunday from 3 to 5 and was free for all ages. Families formed a line out the door for the chance to meet with coaches and players. Fast Track sports reporter Jasmine Studebaker has more on the event.
I'm here at the Mollenkopf Athletic Center where the Purdue baseball team is having their 6th annual Baseball Fan Fest. Let's check it out.
The event is free and accommodates all ages of aspiring baseball players. I love that my son gets to interact with all the players. He's having fun playing catch, and he's just loving it. It's awesome to see the players interact with the younger kids.
It features skill stations, games, photo opportunities, autographs, and a chance for fans to interact with players and coaches.
Well, just, amazing to see all the little Boilermaker fans come out today and have a chance to play catch with our players and hit some balls off their throws. It's just amazing to see the energy and excitement for us to get a chance to start our season.
There were several batting cages, along with players available to play catch, and multiple stations for a variety of age ranges.
What's our favorite part about today?
Throwing with the baseball players.
Purdue Pete was also in attendance interacting with fans.
Purdue opens its new season with a 4-game series versus Stony Brook near Houston, Texas on February 16th. They will have their home opener on March 8th at Alexander Field here in West Lafayette. I'm Jasmine Studebaker reporting for Fast Track News.
The home slate for Purdue baseball features 7 home weekends and a program record of 30 home games. Students can go to home games for free with their student ID. That's a wrap for sports, but stay tuned. Fast Track will be back right after this quick timeout.
Want to try something new? How about learning an Irish jig? Come leap into the semester with the Irish Dance Club. No experience is necessary, so come to a meeting at the Stewart Center from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays. See you there.
With one last look at our 7-day outlook, again for Friday, 33 degrees being your high with really a damp day overall with those snow chances moving in and then moving out relatively quickly. But with the high pressure system moving in, we'll stay dry for Saturday and Sunday, 30 for Saturday, 40 being your high for Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will stay dry overall for President's Day, 47 degrees being your high for Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll see highs in the 50s with lows back down in the 40s to round out the end of next week.
That's it for Fast Track News.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.